hate it. I hate working. You know, it's mentally destroying. I had a better life before I started working, I could tell you that. I mean, it all sucked, never mind, but it was better than when this lady's husband told me to buy girls flowers. You know, he's like, oh, just get girls flowers, you know, it'll show that you respect them and then they'll date you. It's like, if I ever did that first off as a sub-5 male, I'd get pepper sprayed. This is probably the most depressed I think I've ever been in my life, you know. Parties, I can conclude that parties are not for normies and are not for subhumans at all because of his looks, nothing else but his looks. He has a very small head, like a abnormally small head, a huge nose, recessed chin. He's 5'6", you know, the whole like subhuman package he's got going on. She was like, and I said, if he was 6'5" and had the sharpest jawline and hunter eyes in the world, do you think she would do this? You know, she would be all over him. And they're like, oh, like, yeah, you got a point, bro. You got a point. Damn, maybe it isn't about confidence. Maybe he just needs to look better. Maybe he should get a haircut. I'm not even kidding. It's just so funny, dude. These normies just, like, they understand it, but they can't, like, fully get it. You know, because the kids picked on him. He's gonna rise above. I'm like, yeah, right. And literally just the other day, he calls me up. He's like, dude, I almost hung myself. I'm not even joking. He's like, dude, I almost hung myself. I can't take this fucking shit. Always see, you know, couples, like, all the time, you know, couples, friends, because who goes to the movies alone? I don't think I've ever seen one person alone in the movie theater, like, just sitting by themselves, you know, except for me. You want to hear something brutal? I don't know where my life went. Like, seriously, I don't know what the fuck happened. It's like I blinked and I'm here now. Like, I don't remember shit. You know, anything good, I meant. Like, I don't remember anything good. It's kind of like I blinked and I just missed out on fucking everything, you know. Well, no, that's pretty much like the life you live if you're ugly, and stupid. Because, like, I don't doubt my stupidity obviously fucking plays a role in this shit. But when you're dumb and ugly, it's over. You know it's over when girls start calling you ugly in real life. You know, I've had a lot of girls call me ugly on the internet, you know, online, like a lot. But in person, it's just different. You know, I've had a few of those that call me ugly in real life. Not usually random girls, but, like, girls that I've, like, talked to for, like, a month, or that are, like, friends with one of my friends or girlfriends. Like, my friend's girlfriend just, like, makes fun of me and says, oh, you're ugly, you're so fucking ugly, you're gonna die alone. You know, that's just, like, that out of my friend who's 5'6" and, like, the bad genetics, the small head, you know. And he made a Tinder, I made a Tinder, we both did it at the same time. And guys, guess how many likes he got at the end of the day? He got 13 fucking likes. I only got 1. You know, it is over, guys. It literally never began. You guys don't realize, once I get a haircut, it will be beyond over. It's over. You know, once I get that haircut, it will never begin. That's how over it is. You know, because this is what happens. Once I get a haircut, I can't hide any of my acne scars. Then they think a haircut and nice clothes will save me. Well, I'm telling you guys, a haircut will destroy my looks. It will be beyond over. You know, once I get a fuckboy fade, the acne, the round cheeks, you know. And I've been losing weight and my cheeks are still round. I think it's just genetic, you know. I have no cheekbones at all. A girl in kindergarten, she kissed me on the cheek for some fucking bullshit. I don't fucking remember why. She was like, oh, thank you. And she kissed me on the cheek. That's probably the only kiss I'll ever have. You know, that is going to be the only one. You know, 100%. I mean, fuck, I don't know, man. This shit's just like, whenever I look at myself in the mirror now, I'm just like, dude, this shit is over, man. If you get an aid in school, you know, when you're in school, it's over. It is over. Over. Do you know how embarrassing that shit is? Even my mom said the most blackpilling thing the other day. She's like, you're getting really fucking old. You know, you need to find a girl now and, you know, find a steady job like now, or else you're gonna like be so fucked. If you miss out on key social experiences when you're young, you know, having like lots of friends and people who care about you, then it's gonna fuck up your development for the rest of your life. That's at least what I think. Because you become socially awkward, you can't talk to people, you really don't know how. Basically, one day, there's this girl, and this was the first time I ever got rejected, I think. I went up to approach this girl in the cafeteria, And she was like with all of her friends. And oh yeah, don't do that. Don't never ask out a girl when she's with her friends, especially as a sub-5 male. You're gonna get laughed at. When she said that, she's like, wow, all that stuff sounds really interesting, but I'm sorry, you're just not my type. I'm not really looking for a relationship either at the moment. And I was like, yeah, it's okay, I understand. Even though deep down I was like, oh my god, not again. But like, you, the most brutal rejection I have ever had in my entire life. You know, seatbelts on, you know, a volume up. It can't get more brutal than this. This is the most hardcore, brutal rejection of the 20th. Wait, what century are we in? Whatever. This is the most brutal rejection on the planet.